This is Morphblade. You're a sort of abstract white robot thing, and you're murdering bugs on a kind of hexagonal grid, and each hex you move to changes you into a different shape, and the different shapes have different attacks and different properties. The ones that are shown here are repair tiles, so I've got to choose which one of these to build. I think I want to build in this direction, so I'm going to go to this one. Now that one's part of my grid, and a new wave is about to spawn. I'm going to... Actually, I'll take some damage first, and then I'll kill it, and then you can see repair hex heals me. And I've just been offered a repair hex next to a repair hex, which is interesting because as you kill with these things and as they level up, they will eventually be upgradable. And once you upgrade them, you can combine them with any adjacent hex. And if I combine a hammer with a repair hex, it'll heal me as it kills. If I combine a repair hex with a repair hex, it gives me an extra shield, so I effectively have more hit points, and that's really useful. This one down below is one of my favorites. It's the arrow, and this just goes through things. So you can splunch people like that. And an arrow next to an arrow, if I upgrade them with each other, it becomes infinite range. Right now it's just 2 hexes, but if I get to upgrade that one, and I choose to combine it with the other arrow, I can then go like all the way across my board in that direction, all the way across my board in that direction. And so as you're building out the grid, you're kind of planning ahead to the sort of ultimate combination you want to make. This one's a teleporter. I'll wait for this guy to get close to me. I'll teleport to this blade. The blade kills things to your sides as you move. There's only one thing here, but you can kill 2 things at once with this. And what else have I not shown you? The acid. The acid I'll tell you about in a second, because first I've got to explain this guy, who is an upgrader enemy. And he's not too tough to kill, but it matters a lot where you kill him, because wherever he dies, he's going to upgrade that. So I'm actually going to kill him right there, because that will let me upgrade the repair hex. And once I do that, I can do what I was talking about earlier, combine it with the other repair hex, and so now it gives me a shield, and now I've got 3 HP, which is great. And I'm also going to try and build an acid next to an acid, because what acid does is it strips armored enemies. Oh look, one showed up just as I wanted him to. Although how I'm going to get him onto the acid hex, I don't know. If he moves onto the acid hex, he becomes stripped. There we go, perfect. So I couldn't have killed him normally when he's with his blue armor, but now that he's been stripped by the acid, I can just splunch him with the arrow. And if I upgrade acid with acid, that can diffuse the worst kind of enemy, which is the exploding enemy, which I probably won't get far enough to show you in this short trailer. But the exploding enemy, when it dies, it destroys the tile it's on. So if it destroyed that one, which is my repair hex, my beautiful repair hex that gives me the shield, it would be gone forever, and I'd have to build something new in that place and start from scratch. So that's basically it.
WavePad's layout gives you quick and convenient access to the features you use most often. The easiest way to select the entire file is to press Ctrl-A or Command-A on a Mac. Once selected, the entire file will be highlighted. To select a smaller portion, click at one end of the area and drag to the other end of the selection. Use the Cut, Copy, and Paste buttons to move your selections around within a file or to a new WavePad project window. A common editing technique is trimming. Click the Trim button in the toolbar and select the first option, Auto Trim Silence from the start and end of a file. There are 2 other options on the Trim button that give you more control over where the trim takes place, based on where you place your cursor, or if you have selected the audio you want to keep. The easiest way to learn how they work is to try them out. To achieve a voiceover, you need to combine 2 files. Use the Paste Mix feature to put 2 files together. First, select the Mix audio or your voice recording by using Ctrl-A or Command-A to select the entire file, and click the Copy button in the toolbar to load it onto the clipboard. Next, select the second file the same way using Ctrl or Command-A. Now click the Paste Mix button. WavePad then places the mix audio over the selected audio, and when you click play, you can hear that the files have been combined. You can split a file in two at any point you choose using WavePad. To do this, first click at the point you want to split, and then click the Split button in the toolbar. WavePad can also automatically detect silences and split the file at those points. Click the Split button and select Split File at Silences. You've just been shown editing basics using NCH Software's WavePad Audio Editor.